Hello train fans, if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad you're here. And for those returning subscribers, thanks for coming back. Alright, well behind me is a box on the layout, so of course we're going to have to take a look at it. Recently I purchased Strasburg number 972 for a Matt train lover, and I'll go ahead and link him here in the video. And he perused some of my other channels and reached out to me and said he had a few other items that I might be interested in, so I picked up a couple. And behind me here is one of those items. So he noticed my affinity for Strasburg Railroad. So let's see what we got. Here's a close-up of the box. As you can see, it is the Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal number 15. It's an 060 switcher, originally built in 1917 by H.K. Porter Inc. And of course served with the Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal as a switcher, Dockside switcher. And eventually it was retired in the 60s, and for 10 years was over at the Southern Appalachia Railway Museum. And until 1975, when the Lake Erie and Western Railroad purchased it, and it was on display there for 23 years. And eventually Strasburg purchased it in 1998 and converted it from oil to coal and modified the engine to look like Thomas the Tank for their Day Out with Thomas excursions. So since its first official run in Strasburg in 1999 as Thomas the Tank, it's been running like that way ever since. But this is going to be how the train was originally looking and the way it was purchased by Strasburg before they modified it. So let's go ahead and get it opened up. All right, let's see here. That's a tape on it. Definitely was not going to open up during shipment. Here is the box there. Let's get it open now. Okay, we got our original manual. Cool. Extra traction tires, our little pipette tool. Okay, and there we have it. I gotta admit, it's a very sharp looking engine. Contrast of the colors, the red on black and yellow is brilliant. Very sharp looking. Here we have next to our B.E.D.T Dockside switcher is the Strasburg Dockside switcher, number 1252, which was released by Lionel in their 2009 Volume 2 catalog. Now back then, the Strasburg is only conventionally powered, whereas the newer engine is packed with additional features and technology. Now this B.E.D.T was featured in the Lionel 120-year anniversary catalog for 2020. Here on, let's see here, page 91. There's our engine right there with our original MSRP of $249.99. So it has the Lion Chief 2.0 features, TMCC control, Bluetooth, rail sounds, including chuffing, crew talk, whistle bell, background noises, front and rear electrocouplers, fan-driven smoke. It's 8.5 inches in length, 0.27 curves, and die-cast boiler. You can see the tooling is the exact same between the two models, but this just has all that technology inside it and gives you a lot of additional features and options and greater experience. So I guess they've come a long way in a few years. Now, just comparing the two together, even though the tooling is the same, visually, the quite a different contrast here. The lettering is much larger since you just have that 4-digit acronym. And since you only have 2 numbers on the front here, the number is much larger. As compared to the Strasburg number being 4 digits, it's very small, so you got to be up close to read it. But they both have the engine numbers on the side of the headlamps. And let's see here. I really like the red striping around the windows, the window frames. It's a nice contrast. They both have metal handrails. They both have a non-operating bell here. The lights on the B.E.D.T, we have LED, whereas the older Strasburg Dockside is going to be your conventional incandescent bulbs. This little stripe here on the side, also pretty sharp. Everything's really crisp with this engine here. These little yellow rails here, nice and sharp. They both have a little hatch on the roof here, but it's just molded into it. It doesn't actually open. All right, let's give them a little bit of power, and you can see them with the lights on. Okay, so headlamps, LED, incandescent. I think the LED is definitely brighter. We have conventional light bulb in the cab of the Strasburg. And LEDs in the cab of our Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal. Alright, and now looking at the rear of the Dockside switchers. Again, we got LED on the left, incandescent on the right. LED is definitely brighter, of course. So, the joys of technology. How far things have advanced in just a few short years. Of course, that means more technology is going to cost a little more too, but it's nice having some extra features, right? Okay, well that's our comparison side by side. I think overall, the Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal just looks a lot sharper. Not that I don't like the Strasburg, I do. In fact, I like these little red stripes on the sand domes, I gotta admit. Those are pretty cool. Okay, well, let's move on. Here we have the Lion Chief app pulled up, and here is engine right here. So we'll go ahead and connect to it. Okay. All right. So next out of there, and now we got full controls here. Whistle, bells, crew talk. And of course we have our electro couplers we can utilize. So let's go ahead and open the rear. And go in reverse here, and let's give a little power. Okay, our engine is now hooked up with our Strasburg passenger cars. Let's give it some power, see if they move. So the 036 curves are a little bit of a challenge for the switcher with all these passenger cars connected to it. As they're rounding the corners, puts a lot of tension on it, and sometimes the couplers give out. So let's go ahead and switch it up and put it into the pushing of the passenger car. So let's give that a try now. All right, that's our switcher. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
And subscribe and comment your favorite part. My favorite part when we moved the train around, and that's all.